so much fun things to learn today. Okay, so let's recap about what we talked about yesterday, okay? We talked yesterday about what are we going to measure when we see a clock. So we're going to talk about how we measure time. We talked about how there's two kinds of clocks. You have the analog clock, which is the clock that we've all learned to tell time on. And then you have the digital, which is on your smartwatch, your phone, your alarm clock, okay? So we learned a lot about clocks yesterday. Now, the most important thing that we learned is about the shorthand. We learned that a clock has two hands. It has a small hand, which is called our shorthand, and with that, we find our hour, okay? We also learned that when the long hand is pointed out to 12, that we say, "Oh, clock." All right, so we have so much fun. Today, we get to count by fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, we just keep counting by our fives, okay? So now I want you to watch a fun video, and I want you to sing the song in your brain, and I want you to remember what you have learned from kindergarten about counting by fives. Have fun!
The multiples of 5 by Number Rock. Are you ready? Woo!
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Get on your feet and skip count with me.
1 times 5 is 5. 2 times 5 is 10. 3 times 5 is 15. 4 times 5 is 20. 5 times 5 is 25. 6 times 5 is 30. 7 times 5 is 35. 8 times 5 is 40. 9 times 5 is 45. 10 times 5 is 50. 11 times 5 is 55. 12 times 5 is 60. Number Rock has got the beat to make you get out of your seat and stomp your feet. Yeah.
Now that we're familiarized, let's keep skip counting by 5.
Keep counting. Let's go.
And soon we will have memorized the multiples of 5.
You got it. Let's go. Are you ready?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Get on your feet and skip count with me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 60. Jump up and count by 5 with me.
1 times 5 is 5. 2 times 5 is 10. 3 times 5 is 15. 4 times 5 is 20. 5 times 5 is 25. 6 times 5 is 30. 7 times 5 is 35. 8 times 5 is 40. 9 times 5 is 45. 10 times 5 is 50. 11 times 5 is 55. 12 times 5 is 60. Number Rock has got the beat to make you get out of your seat and stomp your feet. Yeah.
Now that we're familiarized, let's keep skip counting by 5.
That's
And
right.
soon we will have memorized the multiples of 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Get on your feet and skip count with me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Jump up and count by 5 with me.
Let's go. Are you ready? 1 times 5 is 5. 2 times 5 is 10. 3 times 5 is 15. 4 times 5 is 20. 5 times 5 is 25. 6 times 5 is 30. 7 times 5 is 35. 8 times 5 is 40. 9 times 5 is 45. 10 times 5 is 50. 11 times 5 is 55. 12 times 5 is 60. Number Rock has got the beat to make you get out of your seat and stomp your feet. Yeah.
Now that we're familiarized, let's keep skip counting by 5.
Keep going.
Skip counting.
Let's go.
We'll have memorized
You got it.
the multiples
Hey.
of 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, turn 5. Visit Number Rock.
All right, so that was so exciting, okay? So now, I taught you that today because I want you to start thinking about the long hand on a clock, okay? Now, our long hand moves clockwise. And we talked about that means to the right, okay? So as the long hand moves over, we start counting by fives. So when our long hand is on the 1, we count by 5. So I'm going to tell you why we do that, okay? Each one of these dots represents 1 minute. We talked about yesterday how there is 60 minutes in 1 hour, okay? So when my long hand goes all the way around, that means that we have completed 1 hour. That's the way to measure 1 hour of time, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when we get to the 1, it is 5. Okay, when it moves over to the 2, now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When I get to the 2, it will be 10 minutes because there are 10 dots on my clock that represent 10 minutes. Okay, and you'll keep going around. So let's count by 5s. 5, 10, 15. So now, if I count these dots, is there going to be 15? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now, you're going to go on your clock and you're going to count your dots, and you're going to get to practice in a minute, but we're going to keep going, okay? All right, so if I moved on to my 4, I would continue to count, and there would be 20 dots, okay? So now I want you to think about in math, there are many ways to do math, and there's lots of ways, and you can get the same answer, okay? So now a fast way would just to be go 5, 10, 15, 20, okay? If you want to count the dots, if you want to count by 5s, whatever floats your boat is great with me, okay? All minds think differently. All right, so we will just keep going around. So now we are going to practice. Now, let's go back to our shorthand. Now, when we look at a clock, the first thing that we must find is our shorthand, okay? Now, our shorthand is pointed at the what, guys?
8.
At the 8. Great job. Okay, good. So, I will say my 8. I will look at the shorthand. I will find it. I will know my hour. It is 8. And I will say that number first, okay? So, if I were looking at my clock right now, I would say the hour is the 8. I say that number first. So, it's going to be 8. And it's not on the 12 today for o'clock. We got to count by 5s to find our minutes, okay? 5, 10, 15, 20. So now I'll say my 8 first. I will say it is 8:20. Okay? All right, great. So now we are going to play with clocks and we're going to practice. And then when we get done, you get to go have some fun and you can do it yourself. And it's going to be great. All right, come on. This is our first teacher helper today. All right, this is Miss Payne and I'm Miss Ingram. Miss Payne, Miss Ingram. All right, so, I noticed you have a clock. So, guys, what hand should we find first?
Shorthand.
Shorthand. Oh, that's right. Great. So, where's our shorthand pointed? At the what?
11.
At the 11. Good. So, we're going to say that number first. We'll say 11. That's our hour. And let's go find our minutes. All right. You ready? Let's do this. I want to hear you now. I want to know you're learning. Let's go.
5, 10, 15.
Oh, okay. So I say the shorthand first, that will be 11, and then I say second, I say the minute hand, so it will be 11:15. Yay! Great job. All right, next. All right, let's see. I'm so excited. I love clocks. Okay, here we go. Ready? All right. So what hand do we have to find first? I forgot.
The short.
The shorthand, that's right. We have to find the shorthand first. Okay, good. So my shorthand is pointed at the 9, so I will say that number first. And then I have to find my minutes. Oh gosh, it's far away. I'm gonna have to count these, okay? Okay, so every one of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is 5 minutes. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So what time is it? I'll say this number first and then this number.
So it'd be 9.
9.
35.
9:35. Yay! Good job. You're awesome, Sauce. Next. All right. Ooh, got another clock. Okay, good deal. All right. So what hand do we got to find first?
The shorthand.
First, I find the shorthand. Okay, good. So my shorthand is real close to this 3 right here. Okay, good. And then what hand do we find?
The long hand.
Yeah, okay, so the long hand is pointing on the 4. So do I say it's 3, 4? No, because I have to count all these baby minutes. It's 5, 10, 15, 20. So if the long hand is on the 20 and the short hand is on the 3, what time is it?
3:20.
Yay! It's 3:20. this one fast. I got this. Okay. So, Miss Payne, which one do I look at first?
The shorthand.
Shorthand first. Okay, good. Okay, the shorthand is the red one. It's shorter than the other one.
Yes.
So it is on the 5. It's close to the 5. And then I got to look at the longhand second. Okay. Now all these little baby dots, those are minutes. There's 5, 10. So the shorthand's on the 5, the longhand's on the 2, which is 10. So what time will it be?
5:10.
Yay! 5:10. Good job. All right. Here we go. Let's look at this clock. I got this. This is so easy. It's thebomb.com. Okay, here we go. So I got to look at my shorthand first. So my shorthand is on the 1. Ooh, the longhand is way over there. I don't know if I know how to do this. Let me just remember what my teacher taught me. She said, count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So what time is it?
1:50.
Yay! Great. All right, we'll do one more. This is so fun. It's exciting. Okay, so I got to look at my shorthand first. Okay, so let's see. It's not exactly on the 7, but it's not to the 8 yet, so it's not 8. If it's not to the 8 yet, it's not 8 yet, is it?
Nope.
Nope. It's still 7 something, so I gotta find out 7 what? Okay, can't just say 6 because all these dots are minutes, and there's 5 between each number. So let me get it together. Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So what time is it?
7:30.
Yay! Awesome. See, it is so fun. Just remember, first I look at my shorthand and I find my hour and I say that number first. Second, I look at my longhand and those will be my minutes. And the one thing that I learned today is between each number there are 5 dots. Those dots represent minutes. Remember, we're measuring time. We're measuring minutes, okay? So I count 5 between each one. All right, time for you to go practice. Have so much fun. Okay, so one more thing before I go. I forgot. We get to have so much fun. So remember that the papers in your packet are very great, but now you can go, no more Fortnite night, no more Roblox, all that stuff. I need you to go to thatquiz.com and you can time yourself and see how many clocks you can get right, read your time, in 60 seconds. You can play all day, it's so fun. Or you can also go to ABCya. Okay, I want you to go to ABCya 2nd grade time machine clocks. So you can play both of those and have so much fun. And tomorrow you can let us know how many you got. Have fun.